Your 10-year-old is probably going to have weaker bones than you did at their age. Not when they're 70, right now. While you're worrying about their screen time slowing their brain, something far scarier is happening. Their bodies are literally starving for calcium during the most critical years of their lives. Welcome back to The Calcium Code, and what I'm about to show you will make you want to throw every soda can in your house straight into the trash. Because American kids are facing a calcium crisis that's going to affect them for the next 70 years of their lives. To help you on this journey, we've also created an ebook with a comprehensive guide to building strong bones. You can download your copy using the link in the description box below. So without further ado, let's start the video. Maximum rate of calcium absorption and bone building in kids happens during early teenage years. If they don't get enough calcium then, they can never build those strong bones later. Think of calcium like the bricks for building a house. Ages 10 to 18 are when your kid's body is laying the calcium foundation for their bones. If that calcium foundation is weak, the whole house falls apart decades earlier. We're talking about kids who might start breaking bones in their 40s instead of their 70s. American kids today are getting less calcium than any generation before them, while their bodies are desperately crying out for this bone-building mineral. The screen time disaster. Your kids are spending more time sitting than any generation in history. When kids sit all day, their bones don't signal for calcium absorption. Studies show that weight-bearing movement is what tells their body, hey, I need calcium to make these bones stronger. Here's the simple truth. Calcium needs movement to work. It's like having all the ingredients to bake a cake but never turning on the oven. Without weight-bearing activity, all that calcium just passes right through their body unused. But it gets worse. All that indoor time means they're not getting sunlight. No sunlight means no vitamin D. And without vitamin D, their body can't absorb calcium even if they're drinking milk. It's like trying to deposit money into a locked bank account. The calcium can't get in. The drink swap disaster. Over the last 40 years, calcium-rich milk drinking has gone down, while calcium-stealing soda drinking has gone up. We've literally swapped calcium-building drinks for calcium-destroying drinks. Kids today get less than 1 glass of milk per day. That's barely 300 milligrams of calcium when they need 1,300 milligrams. But here's the really scary part. Every soda your kid drinks contains phosphoric acid that literally pulls calcium out of their bones. It's like calcium robbery happening inside their body. Think about what your kid drank yesterday. Was it mostly calcium-rich beverages like milk? Or was it juice boxes, sports drinks, and soda that are actively stealing calcium from their bones? When kids fill up on sugary drinks, they don't have room for calcium-rich milk. By age 6, most kids aren't getting even half the calcium they need. The junk food problem. Now this story is somewhat familiar. Walk through any school cafeteria or look in your kid's lunchbox. What do you see? Processed foods, packaged snacks, sugary treats, foods that were invented in factories, not grown on farms. These foods don't just lack calcium, they actively block calcium absorption. These aren't just not helpful for calcium levels, they're calcium thieves. Processed foods are loaded with sodium and phosphorus that actually pulls calcium out of bones and sends it down the drain through their urine. Meanwhile, the calcium-rich foods that build strong bones, leafy greens, dairy, fish with soft bones like sardines, almonds, are basically missing from most kids' diets. When's the last time your kid got excited about calcium-packed spinach or sardines? This calcium shortage is happening during the only time in their entire life when they can build peak bone strength. After about age 30, you can only slow down calcium loss. You can never build it back up to what it could have been. The future. So what does all this calcium starvation mean for your kid's future? Kids who don't get enough calcium now are probably going to start breaking bones decades earlier than they should. We're talking about 45-year-olds with hip fractures because their calcium-starved bones couldn't handle a simple fall. 50-year-olds who can't lift their grandkids because their spine never got the calcium it needed as a teenager. And it's not just about the pain, though that's terrible enough. It's about losing their independence, their ability to work, their quality of life. All because their growing bones were desperate for calcium and we gave them soda instead. Think about the medical bills. Hip replacements cost tens of thousands of dollars. Spinal surgeries, physical therapy, medications, lost work time. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical costs that could be prevented by making sure they get enough calcium right now. The simple solutions. But here's the good news. This calcium crisis is 100% fixable. And this is why we made this episode of The Calcium Code. You just need to know what to do, and you need to start now. Number 1, get them moving to activate calcium absorption. I'm not talking about expensive gym memberships or elite sports. I'm talking about basic weight-bearing activities. Running, jumping, climbing, dancing. The magic number is 60 minutes a day of movement. This is what switches on their body's calcium absorption system. No movement, no calcium absorption. It's that simple. Number 2, hit the calcium targets every single day. Kids need 1,300 milligrams of calcium daily. That's about 4 glasses of milk or 3 cups of yogurt or 4 slices of cheese. Start tracking this. Most kids are getting less than half of what they need. If your kid won't drink plain milk, try chocolate milk, calcium-fortified plant milks, smoothies with yogurt, or cheese-based snacks. The goal is hitting that calcium number, not winning a purity contest. Number 3, consider calcium supplements if they can't hit the target through food. Look for calcium citrate or calcium carbonate designed for kids. These are the forms their bodies can actually absorb. About 500 milligram supplement plus 2 to 3 glasses of milk gets them to their daily calcium goal. Number 4, add 1 calcium-rich food per day. Calcium-fortified orange juice, string cheese, yogurt parfaits, almond butter, broccoli with cheese sauce. Just 1 extra calcium source daily can make a huge difference. And don't forget the calcium helpers, vitamin D from sunlight or supplements, magnesium from nuts and seeds, and vitamin K from leafy greens. Calcium works as a team, not alone. Final thoughts. If your kid is under 18, you still have time to fix their calcium levels. But if they're already in their teens, the calcium absorption window is closing fast. The maximum calcium storage happens in early adolescence. Miss this calcium window, and it's gone forever. This isn't about being perfect. It's about getting more calcium into their bodies than yesterday. 1 less soda, 1 more glass of milk, a daily calcium supplement, 30 minutes of jumping outside. Small calcium changes that add up to strong bones for life. You need calcium-rich foods instead of calcium-stealing soda, playgrounds instead of screens, and the knowledge that calcium choices you make right now matter for the next 70 years of their life. If this episode of The Calcium Code opened your eyes, hit that like button and share it with every parent you know. Subscribe for more episodes that decode the calcium secrets your family needs. Comment below. What's the first calcium change you're going to make? Are you going to swap out those juice boxes for calcium-fortified milk? Start a daily calcium supplement? Get them outside for an hour of calcium-activating movement? I want to hear your calcium action plan. Your kids' bones are counting on you to crack the calcium code. Don't let them down. The time to act is right now, while their calcium absorption window is still open. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay fit and stay sharp.